from that is some more year. Every year, baby.
Nature say, also want to also support us and for a cassette. Ghana politicians, they to me move forward in the diagram. And can you hear and come me? So, also support your most cassette, yes, system.
Oh, system, yes.
Okay.
I can never.
Okay.
To the amento, but I'm to the
okay. I didn't see her.
Because of some can.
Okay.
And I'm not in the process. I'm saying, a big and so I come and say, Nipano to a manner and found in your be here. What I said, you know what dancing, on bad dancing, the back so our bravo. Since the Juma in Ghana, what I'm pure the suit, the Ecoton, sitting there, Juma. But I chose the president to make a choice of cotton, so dear, and you're possible. What I say, it is our Macum Metro Man, NPP Metro, or Macum Metro Man,
but also with your own 2 men this year. Okay, not just a papa, Bonnie, and the NPP now. Okay, now you say, no, answer.
Oh, me decided.
Answer. Okay.
Obaya no bomodin na share na like ni nyina no eboa ema dwumadie a medi etimi ekonanim enti se oye obi a oye a fan of Freemind family and as a Chairman Freemind na se obeto se me live wa menua onko amenhwe o hwe no na wo share na o like na comments no so esu say be a system no emu betimi abie ama dumadie etimi akonanim ene ye ba besua de kakra bi ene mema wati bibi ase third force ana ye preachy third force ana ye ka ho asem ene mema wati bibi ase ye bodwuma ene mema wati bibi ase na ansa na mekasa no mami play eye video we na udi etie obai kasei anase abawe yentie ensem a odi to dwa na memfa emfree ho why meba ncheni all right muntie go away ensem na yemfa free ho why Winifred Azu was say hello George, hello to you too, and a sweet na or say greetings everyone with us be brave and a truthful man, so or say give it to them Freemind. Yes, before that, let me thank all of you. More, yeah, more money me, more, more send me, more, more to me, some no. Yeah, more say I really appreciate. Me that must be brave. Many so near more yama me be brave. Ye take go away and no moon sem now for yam fan free or yam co.
Also, want to also support this and for a cassette. Ghana politicians, they to me move forward in the diagram. And can you hear and come me? Sound also support your most cassette. Yes, system.
Oh, system, yes.
Okay.
I can never.
Okay.
To the amento, but I'm to the
okay. I didn't see her.
Because of some year can.
Okay.
And I'm in the process. I'm not saying a big and now I come and say if I know that your man, and found in your be here. What I say? You know what dancing, on bad dancing, the other cost so our bravo. See the job was a Juma in Ghana. What I'm pure the suit, the Ecoton was sitting there, Juma. I chose the president to make a choice of cotton, so and you're possible. What I say? It's how my come to Metro Man, NPP Metro. I'm going to Metro Man,
but also with your own 2 men this year. Okay. Not just a papa where Bonnie and the NPP now. Okay. Now listen, we answer.
Oh,
okay.
Right. I was here for somebody assemble girl on the car, you know. Girl on the say whether rain or shine. Say Ghana be say Ghana be ye. Say Ghana be she. Say Ghana for be woo. Say Ghana for be nyankwa or no dear or your NPP ni simply because or your akani. Montia say you or say or no dear or your NPP ni na on to aba ema NDC that simply because or your akani. Not simply because NDC for nya deal. Not simply because Mahama are money home deal. Not simply because Mahama a failed government and as a failed president too. There be or say simply because oya kani ne party ane NPP on to ma NDC da. Na sansem we ya aba we eken. You only hear from the account side. They say, obati say NDC ni making such a statement. Menka say omo nyesa. Menka say ebi ni ho. Now so me say, it is easier to hear an account person making this statement than to hear an NDC person making such a statement. Till make show you. Until let me take you through the issues of third force. And I may can pay Ghana for muntie me say mumpeo NDC NPP bedi Ghana for nim for the next 40-50 years, if not forever. Muntie ye power. Me say mumpeo akanfonti NDC NPP bedi Ghana for nim for the next 40-50 years, whether you like it or not. Because mo NDC for se mo change mo adwen kra se mo nye NDC bie mu a akan for de o mo change o mo adwen we ma hye wo me no di nkomo na enti a NDC NPP be di Ghana for nim for the next 40 years because of akan for, because NDC for ever for nothingness and cry for se mo change mo adwen say Mundi NDC achibie mu a akanfo ne de o mo change o mo adwen da, because it is easier to convince NDC person to vote for NPP and as any other party than to convince somebody from the Akan community and as an NPP member to vote for NDC. So the issue of third force no ye na me nua ye ni mu say Ghana ha no say third force will be, look, in the first place in the so be the party be back extra will say party in the third force. That will not be the first time one third force will be about Ghana. Kwame Nkrumah Osajefo and na odini mojebu hoje Ghana mani si ho Kwame Nkrumah and then the party where Ghana for to amanana. And the CPP enguyo CPP or Ghana ha bisa wo say Ghana for ama CPP a chance na Kwame Nkrumah the party ni CPP. And then you and I know, we know the track record of Kwame Nkrumah. Say Ghana hano, ye come and penia or board home one day park and see her, ye dema Kwame Nkrumah for the sake of respect. We Kwame Nkrumah everywhere, ye John Dramani Mahama second. These two presidents, and Abua Ghana Krui. These two presidents, Abua Ghana Mainopa. Number one, ye Kwame Nkrumah. Number two, ye John Dramani Mahama. Now, so and then Kwame Nkrumah party. Bisa wo say Ghana for out to aba ama CPP for na Debbie. And then Kofi Wayo baye when we so okọ. Pago syndrome when we so okọ. There are so many people who are aba say kwa Ghanaians never gave them the chance. Do you know why? Because Mpome say mo vote for amudi NDC and cry for 47 nothingness. Sabu jai NDC kra HDA I can afford ye or mu jai NPP HDA da, because I can need me jina Kumasi kase media masa samo de aponche koto kra ba Kumasi be jina say NPP nia ye beto aba ama aboa ponche aboa koto sansem we no on time TV in the Volta region, on time TV in the Northern region, on time TV in the Greater Accra region, on time TV among tribes are NPP almost supporting NDC. In the third force agenda, no, ye shall say no me free say legit. But ye queer nimono and I mean who said no. Third force agenda no Jandam for no ababe share just to gain vote for the NPP. Now me chiro mu ama what ya say nti American sa. Because it sounds easier to convince NDC person to vote for NPP and not say any other tribe, but any other party. But it's very difficult to convince somebody from NPP to vote for any other party. Omu say and yes adia Akufo Addo failing. Now so you breaking the 8. Akufo Addo ama Ghana for says form. Akufo Addo ama ekop the Ghana for. Akufo Addo ama ene Ghana for enhu ye ho no. Now so esan tumi a ye pe ene ekom a edi yenti. We still want to break the 8.
And ye quite best because says Siano, so sell it Akufo Addo and sell it. So sell it Baumia and sell it. So sell it Canada and sell it. But we still want to break the 8 next year. It you know, a quite best so and I basically are breaking the 8 and yet young crashing NDC vote. Because NDC for no and now to me are convincing almost to ditch NDC and vote for a third party. It is sad, yeah. Yen destroy the vote of NDC. Yen check Ghana for say, yeah, the third force say back. Na sa third force no, yen timi convince I can force almost to about Emma sa third force no. Yen timi convince Asante force say almost to about Emma sa third force because Asante for the almost said you abwa ponche crown abwa ponche no or NPP niya on beto abaman. Enti no third force no won't even convince obia or to aba ema NPP say on to aba ema third force. But you can easily convince an NDC person to vote for that third force and until ye sadia yen fa third force to embra na yen crash NDC for vote. Because sa third force no ba ya anka omo ebedi sa third force na chi bebre na be ye NDC for tie and let me breaking it down for you to get it. And then send here the third force ne ba ya anka omo ombedi sa third force na chi bebre na be NDC for because look Ghana ha no hey me say over into politics Ghana ye way where they are the population no have been divided into NPP and DC. Say yan fa say obia and I say Ghana for omo ni NPP and send NDC no say like they are 0.00001% of the population. They are the tiniest minority. Omo krampo no bebre na tia brochiri omo ntoaba enuntina only NDC only NPP but tia brochiri on toaba. But Ghana for eti Ghana etoaba no omo na dia either NDC and na say NPP majority. And I yan what na say calculation ehun say no. Esan say Akufo Addo failing ti ya nhwe ya next year Ghana for beto abeti ya yen but still la to me here de because ye ba ye minua sabi ye na ye san kwan and sabi yo ejako etimi a completing the dan to me here de Ghana politics mu emu ode NPP emu ode because ye ba ye disika ye nim kwanya ye sifa so ye disika because yen kwani party say sabi ye disika mpo a can for will still defend that say yen koso na ye cash no and the chairman to me osika so and the people within NPP and paying for no they are building mansions and the John Dramani Akufo Addo waje contract a painting interchanges I say overhead I say over $25 million John Dramani Akufo Addo. Young quality party asabi ye Jimmy Kra Ghana for supporting ye because Mahama embrace ye muye. And your man ketenketia Mahama ye ya enter ye Ghana for 2 ya no gu Mahama so dinatem. But in the days of Akufo Addo I can fire ye. And wasnally Jimmy ekosu inechi no I can fire ye because won't me convince I can need say on free NPP Embra NDC and I say third party. But you can easily convince somebody from the NDC side and untino ye who say Akufo Addo failing us next year no yen timin sell Akufo Addo ne baomi adia and ye use third force strategy and fan crashing NDC vote sanye be ya ebetimi aboa ama NPP eremu kole because the majority of Ghanaians are able to ama third force no will come from the NDC and not NPP. This is simple common sense and logic. I feel what you say. Me, I am able to see into the future. It will take you a very long time to see or to realize. It takes me time. The moment I realize and I take a firm stance, because I've seen it coming. Because they know for sure say no third force can win political power in this country for the next 20-30 years. Believe you me. Opa, fasai baby in sonka. Omunimpa. Sorry. Jandam for now. Me catch up with yeah, pretty third force. They say Ghana for call it third force anyway, third force anyway, third force anyway. You need third force will be a de Ghana for. Now, so next year, Ghana for Kotuaba. And we need to give the people a sense of direction. Okay, we'll say NPP nye, NDC nye, it is a Ghana for Kotuaba. Ghana for N to Aba Emma Panya, Aponche, or Dry Pokuo. No problem. NDC nye, NPP nye, Ghana for TSE. It doesn't stop Ghanaians from voting. NPP nye, NDC nye no, it doesn't stop Ghanaians from voting. The country must run, the country must go, the country must get a leadership, the country must get a government. It's NDC nye, NPP nye no, Ghana for to Aba Emma Uni anasa wo say. Obra wini mu say third force will be anywhere. A bet me a winning about next year. Empo for the next 30 years, no third force because me say, say mo NDC for Empo. Why you ready for a third force? I can phone you ready. Who tell me pa? Me biu kill. He will be a you and me kwa me biu. You the NDC. Say why you ready for a third force? I me say I can for and you ready for a third force. Oh yeah, they are. They'll go and vote for NPP. It's third force no bad. Now we are about every NDC for now I'm at NDC for Abaswati because Ghana have Ghana mine a watch NDC will bear 6 million. NPP will bear 6 million. About a watch you pepe. It's here. The easiest way to help the failed Akufo Addo government to break the 8 on behalf of NPP is to destroy NDC votes. Mami overblessed said maybe we will vote for the land. Yeah, catch up said maybe we will vote for the land. The easiest way to destroy NDC is to come up with a third force because seven previous are easier to convince somebody from the voter region, every person, to change the mind. It is easier to convince a northerner to change the mind than to convince somebody from the Akan community to change the mind to vote for any other party apart from NPP. And I already Ghana in watching. It is our third force, no. This our third force will come from this same NPP NDC. Now, the majority will come from the NDC side, and I've explained myself. This is what the Jandam boys were thinking. This was the strategy of the Jandam boys. And I'm in who in them, and I'm a castle there be maintenance Emma Sadi we NC because a DNT and I must say NPP near NDC near. Because a DNT and I must say NPP near NDC near. Kofi Krantia Basse Minie met me as Ghana minor. Chenchina Kofi Krantia there be yampe okay, if you are not the American, Bravo Samados will Timon Kofi Krantia, there are no problem. And now you need Kofi Krantia to chain. I can see don't decay swap bar or no see a third force. Hey, there be or decay to the yampe. You come here, Sabi, and Yamina make a sama will be and you'll be an or tear the platform, mamma, the social media, no, and you'll be an or be a channel on the page, mamma, intermediate, no, many ready to make a sam will be 1 year ready, so Kasam will be now school preaching third force. Say third force, no, a party here, a different from NPP and this year, will say it will give Ghanaians the hope that they need. The progress, development that they need. Now, so when you're ready, say, oh, Kasama will be another party. Now, so who preach third force? Now, some third force, no, is it a ghost political party? NPP, NDC, Ghana for tears here. I can see I don't decaba Debbie, way back Debbie, Timothy, because no. A DNT and a way back Debbie. Now, me making me calculation, I would say, no, this is the strategy. Say, young crashing the vote of NDC. Young crashing Mahama votes. Now, ain't me more. Emma Akufo Addo ba Omiako of Ewuremu D. Because Kojina Kumasi, Udu Kumasi adia minia hey station omutia ne wuntimi radio and FM ne dia na ye bre washi wo ye bema akodina Kumasi e ka che the typical Kumasiano say me mpede asase next year no okoto aba e ma ne nto aba e ma NPP obeti asem a obeka kire wo me say we ye bema kodina Kumasi e ka che Kumasi for say next year sem oto aba monto aba e ma a third party obeti sebi e mu asem a obeka kire wo. But go to voter region and tell them say they should begin to change their mind and vote for a third party. They'll say okay, since our third party no bad, what do you think they will be able to do a bit different from near NDC bar or within the voter region? The Voltarian will ask you questions, wanting to know more. But somebody from Kumasi will not even ask a simple question. And I say a single question. Obedi what time for the mere fact they say, oh, catch and say next year no, emanento aba ema NPP. Obedi what time. We Jimmy cry, obeti yamboa, obebu. Because omunye omwadwe say omu change omwadwe. They are not ready. Say therefore to me, ebe juma ewo Ghana ha. It will only come from the NDC side. NPP for emboa mani nye juma because Ghana for it is our party na chinu bebre na no menua or we free thinkers. Ghana for it is our party na chinu because Captain Smart or your NPP ni or your journalist. Captain Smart ejna the platform so aka kire mo hwe na say mo amutie ni say ono de wo hu enuma Mahama ye kra ene oba Mahama hu dawuro. Say next year mo ye dan ya Mahama ba. Now so ono die enya dia obeto aba ama NDC da. This is not the first time. Captain Smart or NPP ni wakani pay Bonfire Cross or NPP ni wakani pay. Say ono die on to aba ema NDC da. You can convince Atimbila Abraham. You can convince Emefa. You can convince Akugri to vote for NPP and I said to vote for a third force. Now, so you can never ever convince Captain Smart. You can never ever convince Amma Akosia Kofi. You can never ever convince Bonfire Cross, Don Diego di Adam Buja, to vote for any third force or to vote for NDC. NC da. The third force will only be against NDC. Nothing more, nothing less. And this was the strategy from day one. Afina mehu minianam yenyam kwasiafo se ye ka se obi air fight agemon kwa me and me fight agemon kwa because me fight agemo e free Akufo Addo mo nsem no me mfa wo nkosi no man's land a wonya aduane bia ni me de wo kosi the safer side me fighting nyewo Free Akufo Addo nkofo yinsem enka say okay magiwa wiewu ankasa ba obra debi me fight ajewu e de wasi the safer side na sa safer side no me nka say already broken army me nka say omo ye angels me nka say omo ni sinto bia me nka say omo ye perfect me nka say omo ba within 4 years no Ghana be sabotri debi na so o share omo track record 4 years amo Ghana for na mo de share omo nsa enuma omo ye ya edi adanse say omo ba at least omo ye safer option than for these guys to break the 8. Afisa motias here on say me breaking it down we are maybe from say chairman the way I was told bo ase church nsem me feel you me tie obi a me ntena se che wo me tie Freemind and me tendency na because on to the bo ase ema ensem no ba out me tena se ye me breaking things down for you to understand. This is from the logical perspective. Yana omo kasa omo say I third force no say you winning next year crampoa you know you set a record you benya vote be as split vote omo boa omo ntimi split NPP vote. They can only split the vote of NDC. They lie to you Say I third force no next year the third force no yenimu say yentimi win near back now so anya hwe crap no we are going to split the voter Emma NDC NPP 8 percentage each of them need to become president or to become the new government. They will only end up splitting the vote of NDC and not their own. Oyobia was study Ghana politics. Any nyansa edi echiacha. Obeti sansi bi America yase. Mo send TB baby ana afia na oba. Listen to this audio one last time na yem community.
Ghana politicians dey to me move forward ni bi agro na e nokre o di agi di agro enkenye yi anko mo me e brother na nkuru wa e no mo wo o mo di dia also support o mo ska say yes system no oh system yes who system dey me free people go this okay akaniba okay to dia me to ba me to dia me free people go okay adentia because of some yakani okay
what does here or not dear free NPP enko NDC da. And a rough ebisane say a deity or say because of send ye akani into no ye wo akanina oti kumase oti chebi oti akuapem na dwen trend say NPP as a party no eye ne birthright. NPP echanimogem NPP is inside their bone marrow. So you can never ever convince them. Never. In the third force, no bar. It will split the vote of NDC. It will crash NDC and then NPP. Therefore, NPP as a party will become stronger. And there is no way the third force can kick out NPP. Therefore, NPP as a party will rule Ghana forever. Esegoma. Where simple mathematics. What crash NDC? Because you can easily convince followers of NDC to vote against NDC. But you cannot convince followers of NPP to vote against NPP. You know, third force no are crashing NDC. And a third force no so esan say won't be convincing NPP 40. So third force no entimi entu NPP free abem. Therefore, it gives that party the free will to rule Ghana for as long as it takes. This is what we call political calculation. Now, here we saw say, and there's a third force no crumble back. How are you going to rule Ghana? Because Oko Parliament, a NPP NDC. And now, ruling the country, and I said being able to implement your policies, it's not about you winning the executive arm of government alone. It's about equally controlling the legislature arm of government. Say, third force president, how do you control parliament? How do you pass your policies? And until I'm say yeah, calculation no. It would have been better for Akufo Addo to begin from parliament. Yes, say, so person ucha edua free ho. Na say edua no how adwen da chia. Men twan finfin to ase. Enti Akufo Addo Kofi Krante mu emini say ampa. Omu betu NPP ni NDC everywhere. They should have begun from the parliamentary level. Because even if you conquer parliament, na se where nya unipa am na be president Krampa, you control the executive. The parliament controls the executive, not the other way around. That is why they always fight to get majority in parliament. That is why the president is always fighting to get majority in parliament. And until last election, no boy, NDC for nyape, NPP for so nyape. And I one independent candidate. And a Kennedy at Japan and bribe they say, funny independence, MS supported NPP now majority. And that is what happened. And today they are the majority in parliament. Because they knew say without the majority, they are going nowhere. It is a Muslim more meaning, not say any Jandam ni na da bi na mo da Ghana for. Not say what meaning say move to NPP ni NDC everywhere. You should have begun from parliament, from the parliamentary level. And I'm going to say Kofi Granting, no, even common MP cry in a cropon on me nya. But do you know what they do? There are so many people now. Omuni will say Ghana konya omunya ni ne enya ne China. Now a strategy to amass wealth. Because omoba on say yeah na oko abrochira. The moment you present yourself to them as a presidential candidate, you know, abrofuni who will say any a big person. That is how you get funding. Muntie. The reason why we have so many independent candidates and they say, Omu say, Omu win bano. Now, so a strategy Omu use to amass wealth for themselves because and they also say, Kofi Granting on Europe, called European tour. European tour now, Kofi Granting will come back home with money. Sasi can why they are Enedia or they Teleka. Presenting yourself as a presidential material, only must say winning poor a quick way to make money, to get a support and to get a finances. Because Abrofono, they don't somehow understand the nature of African politics. You know, so also Chairman say in 2020, now we are presidential candidate Bruni Judy. Now Bruni Besha say make the say the sika abua or thinking say ube winning send me our chrome is it here now. Or when you say Oba Africa had here a Jandam for now a running parties. A tribalism and a running parties. Broni or nim. And you know, it is one of the easiest way to get money from abroad, to get funding from abroad for your own selfish interest. It must say, what means to end this in the NPP as you guys should have begun from the parliamentary level and not from the executive. And Juma or Ghana how to go. We am washing on. Ubika say, and yes, why were you preaching first? You say, a Kwasiana own change in a dream. So be something. Say the chairman said, why the sudden change? A dear thing I was now preaching. A Kwasia and our own change in a dream. So my preaching be actually say, and the Martina say, I should be and who said, no, Sadia now me preacher travel and near Juma in this way and manner, Jimmy D. Because my preaching that. Me, my boy would have rode that. Etiana no se me krona me kire wo se me nua saa de na me bo ho da ro kire wo no enya adwuma organa ha even the next 30 years agimidi because enemy organa me ne Ghana for di nkomo me nua me ko kumase no me ne kumase for di nkomo me nim sania omo dwen omo nya ready for it omo nya ready so da because omo no omo fa party ni say it is their birthright unlike the NDC people. And so many floating voters in Ghana belong to the NDC. They were once NDC people. Today, there are so many people who call themselves floating voters. They once belonged to the NDC. So if floating voters bear 100, you find out say about 70 of them belong to the NDC. Only 30 came from the NPP. Because Sanya made sure it is easier to convince somebody from the NDC to vote for a different party, to change their mind than to convince someone from the NPP to change his or her mind. Say me, my boy who the rule actually would die, and then I see my changing my dream because my who said no, and you're wrong direction, and I'm a deal. My boy who the rule actually would die. And I make sure say, and you're wrong direction, and I'm a deal. We are there, a NPP and DC. And you know, choose the safer option. And when they come to power, mount pressure on them to do things for you, to fulfill their promises towards you or to you. I say they said you, and if flat from you, Ejina when him say to Subako. Fania Sabi na nimfla bebre. Send a ya sa woni na ma o mere o ka se da bi enkase wa ha obewu sa pame hu se enkase wo ho. Now, if I will be an efra complete, obe bre uni wa ontimi kra nante. Ti me kyerɛ wo sɛ emre na so sɛ monfa NDC NPP ento apampa so. Make logical analysis na ti aseɛ sɛ it will be easier say next year there you choose the safer side. Anya sa obebre. Saudi obi ho tan eto nkwasiaba o na obre. Saudi Kevin Taylor ho tan eto nkwasiaba obebre. Saudi me ho tan eto nkwasiaba obebre because o rent me ntua mawo. O taxi na o pedi aye Uber no me nto mawo. Enya me na me feed you, me feed you, me show. Uber school fees e twa, me ntua mawo. Minia, hey, we yerenyem mint ntua emma no. Eduane wudi e mint top mawo. I can't even feed you for 1 year, mintini. And you ma wo hia ebetimi aboa ma wa bra abo akoto tin mint fam mawo. Enu ti na me kire wo say choose the safer option. Was ene o tina se pa na odwen say sa nkofo we pa be dunia. Sasa Jandam for a pa be break the 80 year and you can 7 previous John Dramani Mahama to us. Omrame to us. Sasa uncle free pa be break the 8 and kwan dem say and ka John Dramani Mahama emrame to us. Because say Akufo Addo call for a break the 8 it will be disaster. A bit disastrous. A come a bit demon e bin see that we cry the comedies. And as I was a Ghana yene. And as I was a muhuano. And that way you tausi minya unye juma. And I made sure say a juma na unye no. And I meant nothing can say media whoever becomes president then from home. Amano Samuntina and the Minumbi Nuye Kasa. Amano Samuntina and me ba live I will tell me I will comment I will share because it has affected your life. Amano Samuntina and the wood near Dumaye. Amano Samuntina and the motor same car 25 cities. Amano Samuntina and the se free Accra air Kokumasia 100 cities. All because of politics. It you know whether you agree, whether you join or you stay out, it will still affect your life. It join me and make a right decision, make a right choice. And I Ghana for you support your brother, support Ghana who edit your politics in Tia. So why don't you choose the safer side and force them to do the right thing for you? Because I'm actually crampono. My main found come back to the days of John Dramani Mahama. And then Mahama and I did so by you. Even before Mahama became president, there was Dumso. Because Dumso no shall way back. Now so Mahama buy and one blame game said a good father buying a blame game. A good father buying they have never ever accepted even a single responsibility. One chairman Adeba Kwa a good father buying Ajatum will say, okay, Yajatum, we are going to fix it. Not even a single one, one chairman. But Mahama Bresono, and ya or no na or did dum so buy you nas or buy ya na dum so hono or did to mu say me na me man penny and nothing I'm not to abayi me. I am the president. I have taken it upon myself. Say, mess so do so before I leave power. And I'm or crowd power bodies. And so we do so. Now, so when they are taking the credit for it. But in 2016, Baomiana now radio so did to say, Mahama na so we do so. Now, so when Baomia, any Akufo Addo say, Omuna so we do so. Now, bisa always say, a quite best na mo fire mo so we do so omunim yet Ghana ha the days of Jacob for there was doom so what did he do also ma asofo say omunko akoso bo dam enko bo mpaye enso we do so tie we no krana be na kan kire wo the days of John Ajekum Kofo there was doom so e dia na Kofo ye also ma asofo say Omunko akoso bo dam enko mpaye ema enso mremu what happened and solve it. If you wanna eba Moses so Moses mpo de wanche ena eba Mahama so ena Mahama nko na ojitu mu say me ye mampani magiatum I'll fix it. I'm so of fix it. And there is evidence to show a kwanya Mahama fa so a solve it do so. etiene no se na na Akufo Addo ne Bawumia mo se omo na esobi dum so abese Uganda ne bisa omo se ye hu ekwan ya Mahama fa so a osobi dum so na mo nso e mo ba ye how many megawatts of power and amotimi add to the national grid? How many? Not even 1, 0. So how did you fix dum so? E ye den na mo solve dum so omo nchire ye Mahama anya hwe krampo na ne track record e kire se oyobia se Ghana for mo kasa otie unlike Akufo Addo. And Emma Obi now down say Bawumia is different. Only different. Bawumia ni Akufo Addo nenam. Bawumia na odi atro on behalf of Akufo Addo. Bawumia na okata Akufo Addo echi. It is a mui Bawumia free home. Sorry, se mui Akufo Addo free home. Bawumia ba cost 90 monye she continuation of the same line regime. Continuation of the same atro regime. Continuation of the same deceitful regime. Oh, tie. After the prayers didn't work, Kufo brought Dumso timetable. Thank you. Kufo Sumaya, Emma so for call Akoso Bodam Kobo Paya unsolving. After Kufo the timetable by say, Massa, Oti Akra, Okania, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Uti Kumasia within the week, Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays on the timetable by. I don't want to have because na Akufo ofri he ofri akamemu oya santini ti wan ka wasem. Conform restaurant so also ya ntokofo din sanye ne wapam ayedum so atade e di ahye Mahama no mo anya Akufo saa na so conform restaurant dum so no ho na so ne mo ka dum so ho asma na sabi mo de John Dramani Mahama edin abata ho na so conform restaurant dum so ho na so man ka ho asma ma fa Akufo din amata dum so ho tribalism ntia eno ti na mo bre no I can't fool and nothing more blend. Because conform reso no yet Ghana ha. Bisa won say a TNT conform reso. Na dum so anywhere a TNT na conform so ma so for call. Akoso mo da mo say omonkon sabe yo omonkon enkokobon paye e ma enso emra da mo num e ma Ghana munya anyinam ahoden e TNT na conform ye ne sa because there was dum so. Conform survey ya na no say. Or the timetable by and anaboti dum so. Now so man pam dum so atade ansha Akufo. Na nia oba Ghana be man pania osi ano kwan no. And I say dum so and sorry you. Because obi atena abroche 14 years minia yenum kania da. Obi atena UK America 13 years yenum kania da. Into what in Ghana na say 1 month. And I say 1 week biano yedum kania ba ko a emo adwen yo se dum so solve eso na atie na eso na ate na ehwa na te so John Dramani Mahama se ka mo mane more time wa Mahama nka obesolve dum so completely eso ate and then you can go for like 2 weeks na after na sabi ye dum okania ba ko ehwa na ye Mahama na ye and I make sure we say nka mo ma Mahama more time nka obesia no kwan once and for all. Etienemu aya mbisa say Mahama osaba biebu no ede na obabeye no sa nyuma we na obabeye se dum so na o chance a man enough time NC ano kwan 100% no oye do 99 aka 1% obetwa so man pam dum so atade anhye Akufo na so Mahama de ne bodwe upon all that no Mahama nkasa wo e na ogina the floor of parliament e making promise e ma Ghana for nyina say oya president cost of for musu wate Kumasi Hairdressers Association hwan den mo amuyusu kanea e de adwuma Mahama gina parliament e to mu say wate musu frɛ na dum so no obesolve ampa so osiano ama ene at least you can live in Ghana for 1 whole week or bra yenum kanea e hwan na ye Mahama na ye enti nia oba ya obo ne homodin no eya mo appreciate no na eno moa ema obi so ba omo ne homodin na nia mo ye die obi kra be na dwen say Ghana for dey na be bia Ghana for ni so enti me be me form ho ampa so or say sabi man pani bi ka te onfa ho a there is nothing you can do The only thing you can do is to vote against him. Samuel now we're 4 years a year. He or she has gone down in history as a former president. Etinia Oba or ye enuma ebua Ghana for a year more appreciate you or more. Now I setting a principle things for you. But say Mahama ba ebua more point say so that's still more appreciative papa na. Ebema omo afen na omo ba me your madre say ene Ghana kwame nkume ho ha me ho because Ghana for crab no hey oplasi adan che Ghana for yina they will never ever appreciate you. It will set a bad precedence. The problem with Ghana is not a third party. Today I am saying this on record. Say, the problem with Ghana, the reason why Ghana is not progressing or Ghana is not developing is not because of the need for a third party. And because most Ghanaians are not well informed. Most Ghanaians are not well educated. It's because most Ghanaians don't even understand why they should participate in politics. It's tribalism. Ya jia enye juma sebi jimini muasem tribalism ene nkwasi asem partisanship misinformation ti ena ama Ghana aka chiri because enam sai mane so na mpembia meka say empempi no Ghana photo kwasi aba entino say ya nchedi Ghana for adwen ama Ghana for the right information. I'm Ghana for outside the box. Even if you break a white man to lead Ghana, still Ghanaians will suffer. Because Ghanaians will sabotage the effort of the white man. Because of agenda and that trimono. Because sabi about 4 years ojina kumewu eka se ono de onto aba ema NDC dano odi broni kura ba onto ano. Because when Jimmy was sick mechanism. Now Jane a see. Oh, it's really need was synergy. And you know, so the brony crab on to money, name to money china. Inti Yama Ghana for the right information. We as media people, we as bloggers, you know. Yama Ghana for the right information. Let them know, say, penny way no ye way, where should no ye way, when I want to now when the year say Yama Ghana for winning now. Not Ghana for anything and making a right choice. Ebenezer Ben Ellis say NPP never won any of the elections. Yeah. Now say next year, two about. Now say on 1 year Ghana for air to the French one. There is no way these guys can bring the 8. I've said this on record. Say next year, and I look. I know for sure, say NDC, Monsieur from 2020. This time around, NDC, do not leave any stone unturned. The only time we're winning a banner is when your candidate has been declared the winner, and that's our own winning year. It won't take a clue. From last 2 years or last 3 years. So next year, most out na Ghana ha. Emma yanu area mua and yes sabi and ya obina opuentio e bo siako na ordinity eje atrema. Because e yapasia and I also there from the mistake. Obia wonim nyansa bia no oya ade aduru bia you look back and learn from your errors, from your mistakes. And begin to make the necessary corrections towards moving forward into the future. The only time you can jubilate and say, Yato Abanawie is when your candidate has been declared a winner. Until then, more work, more fire. Be vigilant, NDC, be vigilant. NDC, be vigilant. Sami Jemfie, be vigilant. Communication, Sami Jemfie, Maninya Juma. Sami Jemfi, bro for 7 doors, no dobrachi. Na Ghana frontiers ye, Sami Jemfi, bro for 7 doors, so I can form a brain. I am bro for Sami Jemfi, what's radio swa? Calm down and come to the key level. Now, brother Samuel Edoson. Monka chini ye. Na omontiasye ye. Sami Jemfi. Communication no maninya juma ye. Mahame. Too much gentility no teso. Na Ghana ha Jandam for na ye ruling Jandam for na. They are in hold of the media. It is John Dramani Mahama. Too much gentility not so. Be a little bit radical. Because that is the nature of Ghanaian politics. We are too gentle. Obre. Mahama, mawani enya day. And this is way. Mumma mwaninya day. Jaimanen kana doso. Jaimanen kano adoso. Mesi yen Jaimanen kano adoso mumma mani enya day. Because in 2020 Kennedy and anu ya wanka or say NPP for Jimia or betche e kwanya omo fa so a e wini 2020 abana. Meaning say omo rie mu enti this year be vigilant. Omo shall appointing their people into EC. Be vigilant. Or what I say, and yet, we are only we are going to hand over power to the next NPP government. Or what I say, be vigilant. NDC, be vigilant. Mumia when say a wow. Because I'm confused with only criminals. Jandam fui only criminals. Open your eyes and shine your eyes. Alright. Tribalism unti. Munim pa. Say Mahama ebo ne homode than Akufo Addo. Munim pa say Mahama enipa chen ba umia. Munim pa say Mahama credible than Alan Chemantini Safo ni na munim. Na so tribalism unti. Ghana say. Tribalism unti. Some kwasi aban we break the 8. Janda go 70 Jimmy Ghana and she, moya man before mutrimo sumutrimo day. Moya credible, moya honest enough. We are wicked people, moya heartless people. Moya man before mutrimo sum mutrimo day. Obi won tainti Ghana and say, Kevin tell a won tainti Ghana from mre mutrimo sum because of one person. 30 million Ghanaians should suffer for the next 4 years with triple soon because of your own selfish interest. 30 million people in Ghana embedded for the next 4 years with triple soon. I dream bonishe mutrim or day we a man before bokuro. That's why, sir. It must have third force, no. It will only break NDC apart this time around. And she will vote to Bia Ghana. Third force, no, for now, next year, it will vote to Bia. It will only split NDC because they are the ones who can convince easily, not NPP. Because almost say what they said you and Tonton Krabi now. And the chairman won't to me attack the Shena on beto aba ama and Tontomono. What ya control alligator ofu ikote ebe gina ho akranti e bofuro ebe gina ho ene chema won to me ene ba omia atade e hye na ombeto aba ama abua. You can't convince them. You can never ever change their mind. Therefore, the third force will only end up crashing in this because they are the ones who can easily change their mind. Winifred say, oh, George, say that again. Say that again, oh, very dirty people. Winifred, that's it. Truthful man say, NDC, wake up, oh, the sleeping be too much. When the mountain now, Sami Jemfi, communication, a weak. Montage Sami Jemfi. Sami say communication for the party, a weak. Communication for NDC, Sami Jemfi, a weak. We are very fine gentlemen. Very eloquent, very intelligent. Okasa nyansa wom Sami Jemfi. Now so communication is below standard. Sami Jemfie, step up your game on target. Sami Jemfie, step up your game. Sami Jemfie, step up your game. A week. We investing in the media houses. NDC, invest in media houses. Because Ghana Hano, about 70% of the media is in the hands of Jandam. That is why they were able to brainwash Ghanaians to vote Mahama out. Because they control the media. About 70% is in the hands of Jandam Fui. And then this year, you too, hey, begin to build your radio stations, your TV stations, begin to invest in the media, buy the media, put in money, buy the media. Because media, no? And I share Ghana for say Mahama eton confirm. Ebe si ne obugusu ayeka. Say Mahama eton confirm. Ema san confirm no etu free Ghana Rabokina. They never pass through immigration. Omu need passport. Now so confirm no etu free Ghana Rabokina with no passport. Just by the way, just for laughs. Just for laughs. And confirm no oh omu need passport too. Omu to free Ghana e pass it through. Can say Burkina border, between Burkina Ghana border, with no passport and confirm Burkina. Ya can say, sa and Samono and Yano Kure, now so ebesine. Ghana for majority EGD. And one yes, media no here for Captain Smartimo. Say Mahama out of your Dubai. And nada here for and a dada Ghana for a Captain Smartimo, you know, Bofare cross Mojandam for no. And I dada Ghana for the media no. It's NDC. Sami Jemfi invest in the media, invest in communication for the NDC. Because next year, and NDC, these guys will break the 8 period. Next year, and NDC, these guys will surely break the 8. Apart from NDC, no other party can wrestle power with these people next year. It's impossible. It's only the NDC. And I bet me aji to me every sample for wisdom. Only the NDC. Finish. Finito. Next year, apart from the NDC, no other party can wrestle power from the hands of these people. Only the NDC. Finish. It is a more Muslim by NDC. And yet now automatically you want these guys to be the 8. And again, Obia or say on per NDC Viano automatically or per se Akufo Addo call for and break the 8 as simple. And simple. I say, Oma, Queen Adam thank you so much. Why? Many about Hofe, that's it. Hofe pa. Better than say, Ashanti people, they know Mahama is good, but on him to Buddha. Obi o se sebi you o the crime crime be na Kumasi e ka say oye NPP ni a obeto about crime ni dey. How can you convince them say o want to aba ema NDC ni Mahama and sit down? And I'm sending a word of advice to the NDC mobile see to Volta region. NDC, you guys have taken Voltarians for a joke for too long. NDC mobile see to Volta region in the northern regions of Accra. Accra, they are good. See to Volta in northern regions more. Because NPP Moba, as I say, Mopesa Munya Asante voting, Timudi and Punima Nako Kumatman Casa and Mamon de Kumasi. Now, so a Yabubanswa, monthly money enter Volta and enough. Because Omuna Omoto Abadama more. Menkasa Munai Kumasi. Now, Susanya ya, Modi money enter Kumasi, take a say. Mubenya vote every Kumasi no. Eya mo hwe vote and so enhwe north so. Na north no e come de omododo. But they vote for you. Mo hwe nondeness no so oma bre. Mo hwe vote for omo bre. Enkwase ebo na do so NDC. See to your people as well. Maye ni mama Kumasi sa Kumasi keti awa area che kura bo no. Omo si keti adokura otumfo na si ye enye wo Mahama. Udimrika gidi Kumasi Ketia area chi no omo say Ketia no e yotumfo na sima omo enye wo etuba see to the Volta region and the northern regions as well so na be ya nua no make us say northerners no Omo to kwan every north Emma south. Omo atana north for about Brahma ye ho atoye. I didn't want to use the word entafo because almost omo mpe. It yenka northerners. Moba na se musiesie northern region. Ebe ma northerners no omo to enkwase akon to every north Emma south. Emma said ye ni omo atem. Se entafo mwa, entafo jimifo. And then I want some ukromu, munko ukromu ni now because the northern region mo ba mo nsiesie ho. But their vote and Emma NDC Emma power. And yet Asante vote. It mo ba see to the northern regions and voter regions. Samasa. Ni obua o Emma bedi ade no udidi akai no. Sa na rabotie sa na wiasetie. Ni obua o Emma unya atumi no udidi akai no. Edidi jawo hoi ya. NDC edija hoi ya edi nia MPP omo boa mo ema mutumi nya akonya no mo ba mo kai omo sa na tie. Don't neglect them and say we want to please Asante people and get votes, whilst you see to the needs of Ashanti region, equally see to the needs of voter and northern regions. This is what the word I'm sending across. Why must they keep voting and their votes are never appreciated? And I vote for the not necessarily there be almost nipa. That is their land. Develop their region, develop their land. Oh, you're not the naote. Can say UK, US, Canada. Hey, unyasika eba Ghana. Kota sasi or north, esi die or north. Begin to develop the northern region. Oh, you vote and near men sit down or enkrankwa. Go to voter region and build your house there as well. Develop your region as well. Because you cannot use somebody's region. Of course, you can't afford it. You can build anywhere now. So, and that a bad pagan kind of will tell you, say, go back to your region. Free her. And the most that one can Kumasino, Monkai vote and so, Monkai northern region. So, I ye a craning kind of sorry, and Kane Kumasina ye won't come off for so-called voter and see man die or ho. Develop those places, build infrastructure there as well. Ada omunye nipa edana mu and cry no ebisi no fa sebi emfata mo ana adana mu so akra no musi bisi voter region emfata mo musi bisi ho emfata mo and a ho na airports iti menua oye ewe ni oti abrochire unya sika kosi dan wo ho mo ma ho so en developing mo ma ho so enko nanim na mo asase ne no mo asase no en kranya masase kumase nya masase ni ho munsiesie ho a word to the wise. Baby amewo tina me swing baby amewo nti ena de bia won ti mase da bi na obe kai me that in the social media be able to say, hey, say chairman, now or kind of crap papa. Say chairman, now you're very credible. Say chairman, the Juma na odie na ode akomemo fine na it is sabi. The Juma dia odie in the media. Me need any diabolic agenda bia. Bisa me say, me free chance here. Actually, say Mahama is far better. I have never ever picked a phone and called any member of NDC. Oh, the was my phone graph. Say they make a and enroll me in your party. No, oh, the Brabonte Beckham. May the Adjimo fine, Akuma fine, and did this said to my way. May come and crash. I was a tea. Oh, dear, my animal social media and down. After next year, over me. Me say my Jandam fue enter social media and now down. After next year, you miss me. After next year, someone's not gonna have Emma Akufo Addo buying a break in the ether. You miss me. You miss chairman on social media. You miss me. You say had I known not catching it. I say chairman, me who young coming to you. Chairman, me wonyan come fa won sem a okakire me efutu ade ma me chairman me no me ho. Now so now I too late. And will be another. Knowledge is power. And your vote is your power. Don't allow anyone to lie to you. Vote decisively. Check track records. And decide decisively. A word to the wise is enough. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Video upon me that's be and Mahendra Mahama so me that's Lily P so me that's George, you don't owe anyone any explanation. They should keep fighting their intelligence. But that's be brave when you fed. But that's pa. Is it crowded? Meanwhile be and penny for be afraid from say yeah. Chairman, don't mind them. You are too big for that. Oh, brand is small, so Chairman. Your brand is big. So don't mind the ants, don't mind the cockroaches, don't mind them, let them keep barking. Nobody cares. Everybody before we be the friend framing. Say, Chairman, don't let them distract you. Ejumane so. Ni awodi atu akoma so be ye no ye. Na ye no masa ye tawachi. Biet me nyahwe. So let them keep barking. Follow platform e kan okrechero. Enya abo akwasia o ma me ase ne ma ase ne ho amai depi e ma ase en solve problem. Profanity doesn't solve a problem. Ni American na utia ebeboa ama problem no asolve it titi ha. A word to the wise. Queen na Diamond say oh yeah or say oh yeah chairman don't mind them that's be brave Queen. Edward Yeboa say just focus me that's bro. Thank you so much. Ebusiamo now do say chairman the champion me that's be brave na do. Vivian points say Freemind you are in icon and a gem so please focus me that's why Vivian. Makamatipa, I mean, boy, be young queen, why young queen. Nibo is a perfect. That's what I want. They just want to put sand in your gari, but that's me, brave. Thank you. Ofredex say just focus. Almost say, na my family rich now. And sorry problem. My family rich, my father chill. It doesn't solve problem. A sorry problem, eh? Leave them, let them say their nonsense. Nobody cares about them. Let's focus. Next year is our focus. Let's focus. Yenye Ghana mining free for instance first. Then we can sit down to do blogging and talk rubbish and nonsense. For now, dear, let us tackle. You see, yenye here and sana, you know, make I say, yenye here and sana, yenye fata. For now, let us do near here before we do near fata. Tini here na ye Christian me dasi be brave. Decha Agnes me da say and Matilda here abons me da say too say they fool too much me da say be Matilda. Tiabusia for oko YouTube your channel near Freemind Family and Freemind Family News as backup channel. And on Facebook also Freemind Family and Freemind Family News. On TikTok also Freemind Family. Higher and me demo ABC. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Be the chairman Freemind. Say so if you cheat on your wife, is it news? Wait news. Wait news. Me name you in time was way news. Now my family that you baby out. Me if you follow sometimes sometimes you come on social, you make a mistake. Oh dear, Kobisa me here. Ni we are saying na me the most make can say cry. The most responsible man she has ever met. Bisa me here. Who bisa me here? She will tell you say in her whole life, the most responsible man she has ever met. Me. The most loving man she has ever met. Me. The most reasonable man she has ever met. Me. Go and ask my wife. She's on Facebook. Look for her. Go and write her. Ask her. Say, tell us about Freemind. I'll catch you. But I say, Bushia, you best answer a share beam. Why? Richard, sorry that I say. Thank you so much. Bushia, I'll leave you here and I'll see you tomorrow. Send you the chairman of Freemind. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Makram.